mute this. You're alive, I think. I'm still not sure. There's no way to tell. What can I do? Dropped frames, 0. Wi-Fi showing green. No response. Here we are. Okay, we are up and running. All right. I'm getting a delay. Good morning, good morning. We have something a little bit different today. In fact, I won't be able to talk to you and watch what's going on for the next few minutes. So I'll just leave you guys while I do my work here. You can watch what's happening. I think you'll be able to figure out what's going on. It's going to take me 15-20 minutes to get this done, and I can come back to my normal work. So I'll go and do my work now. You guys can watch what's going on. Where am I? Need to get to a different window. Here we are. Mic. Plugged in. See, okay. Focus, okay. Hair, whatever. Makeup, none. Background, dog in place. Junk, whatever. I've lost my clicker. What did I do with it? There it is. Let's do this. YouTube video. Take 1. Good evening, woodblock printmaker Dave Ball here in our Saxa shop with something a little bit different for you this time. A few months back, I sat here on this chair and described to our viewers how I was becoming pretty frustrated by my inability to spend time at my carving bench. My life had been pretty much taken over by the job of managing our steadily growing business, and the actual hands-on work, my carving and printing, had become something that simply I used to do once upon a time. Well, things have changed over the past month or so. The wonderful support we received to our Patreon campaign made it possible to add more staff here. Before, I used to run the shop every day with assistance from one of our part-time staff members. And now we have 2 experienced staffers here all day, every day. And they're supported also by one of our 3 new shop trainees, people learning the ropes here, including how to run print parties. As far as the shop itself goes, I have now been relegated to a kind of backup and support position and meet and greet the customers. What have I been doing with the time this has given me? Carving, of course. Getting back to the bench brought with it the opportunity to return to something I was doing quite a few years back, positioning a camera over my bench and going live. Yes, we now have our own live streaming channel. For more than a month now, I've been broadcasting on Twitch TV for nearly 3 hours most days, split into 2 sessions, one in the morning and one in the late afternoon, in order that people in different parts of the world can watch easily. The old webcam I had years ago back in the Cesaragi studio was just video, no audio, but Twitch broadcasting is fully interactive, and viewers are able to communicate in real time with me by a chat window. I wear this microphone and I try as best as I can to respond to the discussions and questions that flow through. That's what tonight's video is about. For those of you who didn't have the time to watch all 81 hours that I've streamed in the past month, I've made a selection of short clips from some of them, covering not only different types of carving, but some paper sizing, planning some color separations, a bit of sharpening, and even a little practical joke I played on some Twitch viewers one day. The audio you will hear in each segment is what I chatted about at the time, just as the original viewers heard it. And you will now and again see me glance over to a computer screen in order to read what people were writing in the chat window. The first segment took place up on the 3rd floor while I was sizing some paper. Let's take a peek and listen in. YouTube recording. Talking about you guys. Yes. Okay, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing here. Actually, I'm going to move the camera a bit, maybe, because there's something interesting here that some of you might like to see. People have been asking me all the time, where should I look? Look down here, look up there. I don't I don't really know. I don't know how much of my YouTube stuff is off the cuff, how much is scripted, and what and what. And it's a real mix. The stuff like those rambling stories I told about Ito-san, that's totally, off the cuff. I made a couple of, index cards. Should talk about this, don't forget to talk about that, don't forget to talk about that. I put those index cards on the wall over against me. And actually, it was just, the text was a bit too small. And if you look at that Ito-san video, you'll see me now and then look like I'm thinking and I'm looking over at the wall to try and pick up what the next point in the thread is. So that's one type. Next type is I make a sort of a rough script first to try and keep a stream, and then I print it out in big type and stick it on the wall behind the camera or on the tripod or over under the light stand, stuff like that. It's actually a script, but there's no way I can't sit there and read it like this. And again, it's just this thing to try and keep me on track. And you'll see my eyes wander around. What should I say next? And I'm looking for that. Then the third kind, those David's Choice videos where I have a specific series of points I really do want to talk about. So what I do then is I write an actual script and I put it on my teleprompter. And that's what we're doing tonight. Let me move the camera so you can see what's going on here. Unplug my mic so I don't rip all the gear all over the place. Actually, I guess you're listening to me through that mic. It might be a bit far away. Anyway, can't be helped. Excuse me for the jiggles. I'm going to move the camera. Oh no, I'm not. It's plugged in. Does it still work if I unplug it? Let's try. You're now positioned behind me. I shouldn't get the lights. And there we have Are we still live, or have I unplugged something by mistake? It seems we're okay. Point the camera to the other camera. This should work, right? Let me do a little bit of it. Let's get back to it. I'll explain later. Let me just do a bit more. Dave, remember to plug in your mic. Hey. Ready. Cameras, set, lights, hair, makeup. Ha 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 ha. Fire it up. Don't make any noise, please, you guys. The next segment was, as you will see, at the carving bench, and we're picking it up at the point where I was replying to somebody who had asked me if my children were going to take over my business one day. My two daughters definitely have other ideas, and after I mentioned that to the chatters, I tried to extend the thought. We're going to cut there, we show the clip, and we come back. Next up is a couple of clips taken while I was doing the color separations on one of this year's Yokai subscription prints. It's pretty self-explanatory, I think. Again, cut. My carving work isn't all at millimeter scale. I sometimes use larger chisels to chew away larger pieces of wood. I'm using headphones. Please be careful because this next bit is a little bit noisy. Cut. There are a lot of regulars among the Twitch viewers, with some people coming back almost every day. A general level of familiarity has developed over time, and this is expressed quite vividly on those times when I happen to break the tip of my knife blade. It's a cause for general cheering and rejoicing, all in fun. At least I hope it's all in fun. They then get to watch as I take out my sharpening equipment. The next one is a bit of a teaser. One of the prints I'm currently working on is a famous hokusai design involving a lady and an octopus. Now relax, today's video is G for general audiences, but one part of this carving was so tightly zoomed in that it gives us the opportunity to touch on something that many people have been waiting for me to cover, the carving of ukiyo-e hairlines. We're not going to see the entire process of that here in this short highlight clip, but perhaps it'll whet your appetite for the separate video on that topic that's coming soon. To close out this highlight reel, is that what this is? I will have a bit of a joke. This was included in the stream that aired the evening before Jed and I opened our recent Kickstarter campaign. We had kept the theme of the campaign pretty much a secret in the days leading up to this, and the Twitch viewers were eager to learn what we were planning. That was dirty pool, I guess, but it certainly brought them back the next day to see the real opening of the campaign. So there we have it, a short selection from 80 plus hours of streamed printmaking work. If you would like to see some live, then please visit the Twitch channel. I'm live there most days. The schedule is listed on the channel page, and I'll put it here on this YouTube explanation. And anyway, even if you missed something, all episodes are available for viewing on demand for a couple of weeks after broadcast. And of course, I'll be doing another highlight reel next month. I hope to see you over there, and you're of course welcome to take part in the discussions and conversations in the chat window. Thank you for watching this, and I'll see you very soon again with the next real YouTube video. Cut. But I just realized though that when I use this segment, this camera now suddenly appeared in the back behind me. I guess it's okay. Cameras in, cameras in, cameras. Last night's stream, for those of you who care, it didn't happen at all. We had planned to do a stream on the sizing. They were working on the sizing upstairs. And when I took the cameras and stuff upstairs at about 5 o'clock to start to get ready, Lee-san, Aoyama-san, and Yamamoto-kun were having trouble. We've recently switched, I shouldn't make a long explanation, we've recently switched, or he's trying to switch to a different kind of sponge roller. And it wasn't working well, so there was just no point in trying to stream. They were taking parts apart, putting it back together, trying to fit this, trying to wipe off the roller. It was sort of absolute chaos. So I just typed an apology message and put it down. Now, what I've got to do now, I've got to get back to my carving bench, so I can't walk around here with all these things. So what I'd like to ask is a bit of, cooperation here. It's 8:12 here in Tokyo. I should do one more take on this. Yeah, if you guys want to sit quietly while I do one more take on this, then I'll pack it up. There isn't going to be any time to do carving at the same time. I can't do too many things all at the same time. Let me put the camera out of the view here, back over where it was. Do another take on this, and we'll really just have to call it a morning there. I'll be back this evening with a real carving stream. Can I do that? Let me unplug here for a second. Let me put the camera back over there. Excuse me. I think we should take the opportunity to show what's going on here, can I? I don't know if you can see the teleprompter. Well, let me try. Maybe I can I do this without being chaotic? That's roughly the view of the teleprompter that I see, and what, of course, I've got a. Here we are. And there we have it. Can you see? Where are we? Let's scroll back to the beginning. Excuse me a second, back to the beginning here. There we go. Good evening, woodblock printmaker Dave Bull here in our Asakusa shop with something a little bit blah 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 blah. And what I'm doing is the real camera is behind the glass. I'm controlling with the laptop with 2 fingers, scrolling the screen, which for me. Sorry about the camera here. So in front of me, the laptop screen is. Can you see it there? Good evening, woodblock printmaker Dave Bull. Of course, it's mirror reversed as in top to bottom, not left to right like normal mirror. This is going through a thunderbolt over to the monitor over there. The monitor is lying on its back. We can see it there. And the monitor there has the same thing that I'm seeing on my screen here, vertical reverse text. There's a piece of glass, of course, the typical teleprompter, a half piece of glass with a camera behind it. And as I scroll here with my fingers, there we go. Good evening, woodblock printmaker Dave Bull here in our Asakusa shop. And we've got a towel. There you can see the camera's in the back under that bump, and the towel keeps the inside of the teleprompter dark. There you are, free teleprompter, an old unused monitor, no special software. Right, let's put this back. And let me do take 2 of that. Don't forget the dog. People all want the dog, the dog. Don't forget to plug in the mic. I'm sorry about you looking at the chatting. What's going on? Sorry guys, this is work I have to do this morning. I've got to get a YouTube video up tonight. Let me just finish this. Here we are. Back to the screen with my text. Get my leg down. Get ready. Microphone's in. Hair, I don't care, whatever. Glasses off. Clicker ready. Where are we? On our YouTube video. Second half. Take 2. The dog probably moved, between take 1 and take 2, but whatever. The next segment was, as you will see, at the carving bench, and we're coming in at the point where I was replying to somebody who had asked if my children were going to take over my business one day. Now, my 2 daughters definitely have other ideas, and after I mentioned that to the viewers, I tried to extend the thought a little bit. Where is this business going in the future? Next up is a couple of clips taken while I was doing the color separations on one of this try that again. Next up is a couple of clips taken while I was doing the color separations on one of this year's yokai subscription prints. It's pretty self-explanatory, I think. Now, my carving work isn't all at millimeter scale. I sometimes use larger chisels to bash away larger areas of wood. Now, if you're using headphones, please be a bit careful because this next bit gets a little bit noisy. There are a lot of regulars among the Twitch viewers, with some people coming back almost every day. A general level of familiarity has developed over time, and this is expressed quite vividly on those times when I happen to break the tip of my knife blade. This is now cause on the stream for general cheering and rejoicing. All in fun, at least I think it's all in fun, as they then to get Take 99. There are a lot of regulars among the Twitch viewers, with some people coming back almost every day. A general level of familiarity has developed over time, and this is expressed quite vividly on those times when I happen to break the tip of my knife blade. It turns out that this is cause for cheering and general rejoicing, all in fun, at least I think it's all in fun, as they then get to watch me take out my sharpening equipment and make the repair. The next one is a bit of a teaser. One of the prints that I'm currently working on is a famous hokusai design involving a lady and an octopus. Now please relax, today's video is a G for general audiences, but one part of this carving was so tightly zoomed in that it gives us the opportunity to touch on something that many people have been waiting for me to cover, the carving of ukiyo-e hairlines. We're not going to see the entire process of that here in this short highlight clip, but it should be enough to whet your appetite for the separate video on that topic that is coming not too far away now. To close out this highlight reel, is that what this is? We'll have a bit of a joke. this was included in a stream that aired the evening before Jen and I opened our recent Kickstarter campaign. We had kept the theme of the campaign pretty much a secret in the days leading up to this, and the Twitch viewers were very eager to learn what we were planning. That was dirty pool, I guess, but it certainly brought them back the next day to see the real opening of the campaign. So there we have it. This is a short selection from 80 plus hours of streamed printmaking work. If you would like to see some live, then please visit the Twitch channel. I'm live there most days. The schedule is listed on my channel page and also here in this YouTube video information page. And anyway, even if you miss something, all episodes are available for viewing on demand for a couple of weeks after broadcast. And then of course I'm going to pick up bits and pieces of it for the next in these highlight reels. I hope to see you over there, and you're of course welcome to take part in the discussions and conversations in the chat window. Thank you for watching this time. I'll see you next time, and good night, everybody. This is the point where I usually find out I haven't plugged in my microphone, but it seems that we're okay with this today. We're watching him talk about us. Yeah. Now, okay, what should we do here? I know I can't literally pick all this up and go back to my workbench because it's all, well actually maybe I can't. Just a second. Let me try this. Let me unplug the monitor over there first. I might be able to get away with this. This is now free. The camera's free. Let's see if I can get back to my workbench. This is going to jiggle around a bit, but can't be helped. Just please don't get seasick. Here we go. I don't know if it's worth trying this, or I should just simply pack this up and get it to work, you know. I don't think I can really. Ah, of course I'm on the wrong tripod. Can we try and make this work?